The Monte Carlo Rally. The Monte Carlo Rally, which started in 1911, is Europe's most famous motoring event. Competitors leave from several points around Europe and follow routes of approximately equal length to a rallying point, which will be Geneva this year. They then follow a single route to the finish. The rally consists of 5 daily stages, beginning on Sunday morning, and each competitor will have driven about 3,000 kilometres by Thursday night. It is not a race. The winner is decided on a points system. Drivers have to maintain an average speed between control points, and there are also special tests of driving skill in different conditions on the way.
This is Radio Wessex on 203 metres medium wave. It's 9 o'clock on Monday the 25th of January, and this is Barry King reporting from Dover. The British competitors in the Monte Carlo Rally have just arrived here at the end of the second stage in this year's competition. Russell Cook, who's driving a Sunbeam Lotus, is leading. The Triumph, driven by Tony Bond, who won last year's rally, crashed in Yorkshire this morning. Tony was unhurt, but will be unable to continue. 7 other cars have withdrawn due to bad weather conditions. Tonight, the cars, which left from Glasgow on Sunday morning, will be crossing the English Channel.
Out of work. In Britain, a lot of people are out of work. Tracy Chapman is 18 and she left school a year ago. She lives in the North East, an area of high youth unemployment. She hasn't been able to find a job yet.
My dad just doesn't understand. He started working in a steel mill when he was 15. Things are different now, but he thinks I should start bringing home some money. Oh, I get my unemployment benefit, but that isn't much and I'm fed up with queuing for it every Thursday. I hate having to ask me mum and dad for money. Oh, my mum gives me a couple of pounds for tights now and then, but she can't stand seeing me at home all day. I've almost given up looking for a job. I buy the local paper every day, but I'm really tired of looking through the situations vacant column. There are 50 applicants for every job. I was interested in being a dentist receptionist because I like meeting people, but now I take any job at all. People ask me why I don't move to London, but I don't want to leave my family and friends. Anyway, I'm scared of living on my own in a big city.
George Morley is 54. Until last year, he was a production manager in the textile industry. He had worked for the same company since he left school. He had a good job, a 4-bedroomed house and a company car. When his company had to close because of economic difficulties, he became redundant.
It's funny, really. I don't feel old, but it isn't easy to start looking for a job at my age. I've had so many refusals. Now I'm frightened of applying for a job. All the interviewers are 20 years younger than me. You see, I'm interested in learning a new skill, but nobody wants to train me. I can see their point of view. I'll have to retire in 10 years. It's just, well, I'm tired of sitting around the house. I've worked hard for nearly 40 years, and now I'm terrified of having nothing to do. When I was still with Lancastrian Textiles, I was bored with doing the same thing day after day, but now I'd really enjoy doing a job again. Any job, really. It's not the money. I got good redundancy pay, and the house is paid for, and I've given up smoking. No, it's not just money. I just need to feel, well, useful. That's all.
Battle of Trafalgar Street.
This is Pennine Radio News. Alan Nelson reporting from Trafalgar Street. Mr. Hardy, the Tadworth housing officer, has agreed to speak to us. Now, Mr. Hardy, has the situation changed since last night?
No, it hasn't. Mrs. Hamilton is still there and she's still refusing to talk to us.
Well, what are you going to do?
It's a very difficult situation. We'd like her to come out peacefully. The police don't intend to prosecute her, but she's a very stubborn lady.
Stubborn? Yes, well, it is her home.
I agree, and it's been her home for a long time, I know. But nobody else refused to move. You see, a lot of people in this area are living in substandard accommodation, and we are going to build over 300 flats on this site. Families are expecting to move into them next year. It's all being delayed because of one person.
But Mrs. Hamilton was born in that house.
Of course. But we have promised to give her a modern flat immediately. A very nice flat, which is ideal for an elderly person living alone.
So, what happens next?
I don't know. I really don't. But we can't wait forever. The police will have to do something soon. It won't be easy. She's got 2 very big dogs, and they don't like strangers.
We have also managed to arrange an interview with Mrs. Hamilton. She has decided to speak to us, but she has demanded to see me alone. Mrs. Hamilton.
Who are you?
I'm Alan Nelson, Pennine Radio News.
Well, don't come any closer or I'll let the dogs out. Down, Caesar. Sit, boy.
I'm sure our listeners would like to hear your side of the story.
There's not much to say. I'm not moving. I was born here. I had my children here, and I intend to die here.
But the council really need to have this land, and they have arranged to provide a new flat for you.
Oh, yes, I know. But I can't take me dogs with me. And I need to have company. My dogs are all I've got. Down, boy.
How long can you stay here?
Oh, I've got plenty of food. The council have threatened to cut off the water and electricity, but I'll be all right.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Hamilton. And good luck.
And you can tell the council from me, I want another house where I can keep me dogs, not a little flat in a bloody high-rise block.